Hello student, myself Vinod Panara, and today we discuss some topic of BME, that is Basic Mechanical Engineering. So in today lecture we discuss mainly two process of property of steam, that is first one adiabatic process and second one that is polytropic process. So first one adiabatic process. So a formula for adiabatic process, that is PV raised to gamma is equal to C, and in adiabatic process there is no heat transfer from system to surrounding, or we can say that there is no heat interaction during the process. So that is adiabatic process. Now a formula of adiabatic process, that is PV raised to gamma is equal to C. So first we derive this derivation for adiabatic process. So first step, according to first law of thermodynamics, that is dq is equal to del W plus du. Q, that is heat transfer, which is equal to W, that is work done, and du, that is change in internal energy. So in adiabatic process there is no heat transfer, so del Q is equal to 0. Then del W, that is equal to P into dV, and du, that is equal to M CV T2 minus T1. CV, that is specific heat at constant volume. So if we take mass of gas, that is unit kg, so P into dV plus CV into dt is equal to 0. That is equation number 1. Now second step, according to characteristic gas equation, PV is equal to RT. Because mass is 1 kg, so PV is equal to RT. Now differentiate this equation, so we get P into dV plus V into dP is equal to R into dt. So that is the differentiation of PV is equal to RT. So if we cross multiply R on this side, so P into dV plus V into dP divided by R is equal to dt. That is equation number 2. Now put value of dt in equation 1. So we get P into dV plus CV bracket P into dV plus V into dP divided by R is equal to 0. So we put value of dt in equation 1. So we get this step. Now cross multiply R. So R P into dV plus CV P into dV plus CV V into dP is equal to R. Now if we place value of R, that is Cp minus Cv. So we get Cp minus Cv into P into dV plus Cv P into dV plus Cv V into dP is equal to 0. Only we change, in place of R we put Cp minus Cv. Now if we expand bracket, so Cp P into dV plus Cv P into dV plus Cv P into dV plus Cv V into dP is equal to 0. So plus or minus, that is cancel out. So we get Cp P into dV plus Cv V into dP is equal to 0. That is equation number 3. Now next fourth step. Now divide equation number 3 by Cv into PV. So we get this equation number 3 divided by Cv into PV is equal to 0. If we separate out, so we get this step, Cp P into dV divided by Cv P into dV plus Cv V into dP divided by Cv PV is equal to 0. So from this above step we get gamma dV by V. What do you mean by gamma? That is adiabatic index, and gamma is equal to Cp by Cv. So from above step, we place gamma in place of Cp by Cv and Pp cancel. So gamma dV by V plus dP by P is equal to 0. That is equation number 4. Now last step. By integrating above equation, we get gamma log V, because integration of dV by V, that is log V, plus integration of dP by P, that is log P, and integration of 0, that is constant, that is equal to log C. So property of log, if there is a plus in between log, so we have to multiply it and cancel log from both sides. So we get PV raised to gamma is equal to C, and that is equation of adiabatic process. PV raised to gamma is equal to C, and gamma, that is adiabatic index. Okay. Now we have to doing some derivation of work done and some other thing for adiabatic process. So first one, this is PV diagram of adiabatic process, process 1 to 2, and 1 that is initial state and 2 that is final state. So in adiabatic process, there is a no heat transfer. We know that. First one, work done. So work done for adiabatic process or any process, W is equal to P into dV, pressure into change in volume. Now if we integrate from V1 to V2, we get W is equal to integration V1 to V2 P into dV. Now place in place of P, that is C divided by V raised to gamma, because formula of adiabatic process, that is PV raised to gamma is equal to C. Now cross multiplied by P, and we get, if we subject P, so in place of P we put CV, C divided by V raised to gamma. So if we separate this C, because C is common, so if we separate this C and if we integrate above step, so we get C into V raised to minus gamma plus 1 divided by minus gamma plus 1 into dV. So if we place upper and lower limit, so C divided by minus gamma plus 1, V2 minus gamma plus 1 minus V1 minus gamma plus 1. Then W is equal to 1 divided by minus gamma plus 1 in bracket C V2 minus gamma plus 1 minus C V1 minus gamma plus 1. In adiabatic process, we know that P1 V1 raised to gamma is equal to P2 V2 raised to gamma is equal to C. So from above step, if we put in place of C first P2 V2 raised to gamma, and in place of C second P1 V1 raised to gamma, so we get W is equal to P2 V2 minus P1 V1 divided by 1 minus gamma, and that is equal to P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by gamma minus 1. We interchange gamma and 1. So this is final equation of W for adiabatic process. Now heat transfer. So we know that in adiabatic process there is a no heat transfer. So heat transfer dQ is equal to 0. Third, change in internal energy. So according to first law of thermodynamic, dQ is equal to dW plus du, and in adiabatic process del Q is equal to 0. So du is equal to minus work done in adiabatic process. And last one, relation between P, V and T. So according to adiabatic process, PV raised to gamma is equal to C, and according to characteristic gas equation, PV by T is equal to constant. Now, if we divide these two equations, then we get V raised to gamma minus 1 into T is equal to constant. And if we write this equation for state 1, then V1 gamma minus 1 T1 is equal to C, and V2 gamma minus 1 T2 is equal to C. And if we write these two equations, then V1 gamma minus 1 T1 is equal to V2 gamma minus 1 T2. Then from above equation we get T2 by T1 is equal to V1 by V2 gamma minus 1. That is equation number 1. Now we have P1 V1 raised to gamma is equal to P2 V2 raised to gamma. We know this equation. This is for adiabatic. So if cross multiply, then we get V1 by V2 is equal to P2 by P1 raised to 1 divided by gamma. That is equation number 2. And if we put this equation 2 in equation 1, we get T2 by T1 is equal to V1 by V2 raised to gamma minus 1 is equal to P2 by P1 raised to gamma minus 1 by gamma. And this is last equation for relation of P, V and T in adiabatic process. So this is relation between temperature, volume and pressure in adiabatic process. Now we start with polytropic process. So formula of polytropic process, that is PV raised to N is equal to C. N, that is polytropic index. In adiabatic process, gamma is equal to adiabatic index. In polytropic process, N is equal to polytropic index. Okay. So polytropic process is the most commonly used process in practice. In this case, the thermodynamic process is said to be governed by the law PV raised to N is equal to C. And most commonly value of N is in between 1 to 1.7. That is most commonly used value of N. Okay. So in polytropic process, relation between P, V and T same as adiabatic, only we replace N in place of gamma. So first equation, T2 by T1 is equal to P2 by P1 raised to N minus 1 by N. Second equation, T2 by T1 is equal to V1 by V2 raised to N minus 1. We only replace N in place of gamma. Then third equation, P2 by P1 is equal to V2 by V1 raised to N. So that is three normal equation of P, V and T. Now we have to discuss some case for polytropic process. So case number 1, when N is equal to 0. So if N is equal to 0, in formula PV raised to N is equal to C, if we write N is equal to 0, then P is equal to constant. So that is constant pressure process. Second case, N is equal to 1. So in formula PV raised to N is equal to C, if we write N is equal to 1, so PV is equal to C. And that is formula of Boyle's law, and that is constant temperature process. Now when N is equal to gamma, so PV raised to gamma is equal to C, and that is adiabatic process. And if we write N is equal to infinite, so PV raised to infinite is equal to C, and that is constant volume process. So there are 4 cases. Okay, if we that is 4 case 4, if we write n is equal to 0, 1, gamma and infinite, what we get from polytropic process. Okay, now in polytropic process, work done W is equal to P1V1 minus P2V2 divided by n minus 1. Same as adiabatic process, only we change n in place of gamma. Then change in internal energy, du is equal to mCv T2 minus T1. Then heat transfer, this is change. So in polytropic process, heat transfer according to first law of thermodynamic, del Q is equal to del W plus du. Now put value of del W, that is P1V1 minus P2V2 divided by n minus 1, and du mCv T2 minus T1. So we get in next step del Q is equal to P1V1 minus P2V2 divided by n minus 1 plus mCv T2 minus T1. So now we write in place of Cv, we write R divided by gamma minus 1. So we get P1V1 minus P2V2 divided by n minus 1 plus mR T2 minus T1 divided by gamma minus 1. Now if we separate bracket, so P1V1 minus P2V2 divided by n minus 1 plus mR T2 minus mR T1 divided by gamma minus 1. So that is equal to P1V1 minus P2V2 divided by gamma minus 1 plus P2V2 minus P1V1 divided by gamma minus 1. It means we write P2V2 in place of mRT2 and P1V1 in place of mRT1. Now we separate P1V1 minus P2V2. So we get P1V1 minus P2V2 in bracket 1 divided by n minus 1 minus 1 divided by gamma minus 1. So we get this one P1V1 minus P2V2 in bracket gamma minus 1 minus n plus 1 divided by n minus 1 into gamma minus 1. So we get in last step del Q is equal to gamma minus n divided by gamma minus 1 into work done during polytropic process, and that is equal to P1V1 minus P2V2 divided by n minus 1. So this is last equation of heat transfer in polytropic process. Then change in enthalpy, that is same for all process, del H is equal to m Cp T2 minus T1. So this is all about polytropic process. So in this lecture we discuss adiabatic process and polytropic process. Okay, thank you.